father really liked living in hotels. So I grew up first there in the first few months of my life in Chicago at the Seneca Hotel. But living in hotels was a great thing for me as a child, and traveling around as much as we did, because we continued this for many years. And I was always meeting new people, hearing their stories, telling them mine, making up my own stories, hearing, of course, different languages, different dialects, all this. So it was really the greatest incipient university for a writer, in the sense that it was all stories, it was all narratives, it's all characters. Also, I spent a lot of time alone. I was most often either with my mother or my father, and so they had their own business to take care of and whatever they were doing. So I was left to my own devices. So I would be alone in the lobby talking to people, or around the swimming pool if there was one, or at night, alone in the hotel room. And so I started watching movies all night. But I like to go back and forth between writing my books, writing my novels, writing fiction, and writing film. They're two entirely different disciplines, but I enjoy them both. And I'll say it for the record, the movies pay better. So there's a good reason. The other thing about it is, if you spend 20, 30 years alone in a room writing novels, it's fun to get out and be with 100 people. It's like an army going to war, when you make a film. And so it's interesting. It's a good experience. The story that I wrote for CAMPER, The Invention of Rock and Roll, was really about a child's awareness of a different world that was available through music. I really like the idea of just having to have a pencil and a notebook in my pocket, and I could travel. So it's so convenient. I could just travel around the world and just have that with me. I didn't have to lug a piano around. I didn't have to lug brushes and paints and canvases and all of that those materials. And so being a writer was really a blessing for me.